So, here's one of the conversations that I often have with my clients when they have come to me about trying to figure out what they want to do with their career goals. A lot of people at this day and age, especially a lot of black and brown people, are wanting to have their own business. It's quite a trend. It feels good to have your own, to own your own, and to not work for others. So often I find a lot of business owners that have been struggling with their own business, struggling to profit, struggling to make ends meet, and yet they constantly say, "Well, I'd rather do this than to work for other people than to have a 9 to 5." The issue is that in this new time, a lot of people want to jump into a system that they have no construct or no understanding of. What I mean by that is, to be a business owner, there still has to be basic skills and fundamental values and skills and understanding that you need to have in order for it to be successful. A lot of business owners in other cultures are successful because it is a business that has been ingrained in them and trained in them for generations. It was something that has usually been passed on, something that they took on from their family, their fathers, their mothers, and something they were trained in since they were young. So they understand, not only do they have the skills that is required to run that specific business, they have the skills and understanding that they need in order to grow in their own business and to transfer those skills into other entities. So this is why it is very beneficial for you to work for other people. First of all, if we're all business owners, then where's the value in sharing and teaching others skills so that they might also see value in what you do and what you have to offer? Not everyone is a business owner. Some people are employees. Some people do have greater skill in working for and working with people than working on their own. So when you work for other people for years, and I've heard people work in sales companies that were really, really good at sales because they're really good communicators. They're really good salespeople. They know how to study their product. They know how to sell the key points, and they know how to meet their quotas. And then they turn around and say, "Oh, I know I was never no good for working for other people." But if that job gave you some type of increase in value in your own skills and your own quality of living that is transferable, then you were very good working for other people. Not saying that you have to do that for a long period of time, but if you find a job that is within the same skill sets that you are wanting to transfer into your own business, then working for a company and working for a business that has a sustainable business for long periods of time will actually increase your own value. It's better than going to school for, because you're getting on-the-job training, and you can put that on your resume, and you can put that in your bio when you become a business owner, and in your business plan when you go to get business loans. So working for other people is never a bad thing unless you are doing something that brings no value to your own purpose and your own passions in life. So I always give the advice to take that time and to work for other people, but make sure that it is something that is transferable for your own skills and your own quality of life, your own lifestyle. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of understanding and intention to do that, to work for other people and know that it's okay and know the reason why you're doing it. And there are several ways, you can set time limits, short-term goals, long-term goals, so that you can make sure that you are still setting and making and achieving your goals while you're working for other people. And I can talk a little bit more about that too in my own life. And even we can transfer this and talk about how people talk about education is higher level education is a waste of money. And I mean, I understand where that comes from, and I can debate about that either way. But if you're going to school, you've invested in yourself in one way or the other. You take those skill sets that you have learned, and you can, once you become a business owner, you can take that skill set and transfer it into what you're using. I myself initially went to school. First time I went to school for doing hair. That was about a $2,000, $3,000 investment. I used that investment and did hair for about 10 years.